Hello everybody, it is John and the producer who's, I don't know, he's feeling cold this morning, so he's being very sooky, aren't you? Yes. So what is today's unboxing or video about? Would you like to sit down please? Thank you. All right. So today's video is unboxing of Hamlet, the village building game. Yes, I kept stumbling over. As soon as I started to talk about the village, the first word that came after the village was people, which was a rock band, dare I call them that, back in the 70s. God, I am going back now. But yeah, so I constantly have to bite my tongue. But I have to thank my good friend Joe, who got this in as part of a Kickstarter bundle that he organises, and I managed to buy one of these copies that he had left over, so I am myself quite pleased. I'm not too sure how the game plays or what it actually involves, but I thought, well, I'll grab it. I don't very often get many Kickstarter versions. So this is the deluxe. It has a couple other, it's got some additional pieces. I'm not sure how the box will, you get a very nice insert inside here, which hopefully I didn't cock up too badly with putting it together and with the video, but it does show you that it doesn't take a lot for a company to produce some inserts that are useful, and they certainly look useful. As to how well it'll do if it's sitting up in this position in my collection, because I can see everything's just going to fall. Everything's going to fall out of all the slots that the pieces go into. So that's about, I guess, my only not criticism, but it's just, you know, obviously they expect you to probably pop your box that way, and due to the fact that I've got so many games now, it does help to be able to stack them this way into appropriate shelving. But yeah, so let's go and have a look at the unboxing of Hamlet. Okay, we are looking at an unboxing of Hamlet, the village building game. And this is the Founders Deluxe Edition. I had to catch myself when I saw the village. I almost immediately went, the village people! But no, it's not. It's the village building game. Oh dear, shows you how old I am. So let's have a look at what's in this box. So I must admit the box card itself is actually very thick. Oh hello, here we go. What's this? Founder number 550 of 13,000. What you hold is a copy of a limited first print run. Oh, this particular issue will never be printed again. Well, how's that? Something new. I generally don't do a lot of manage to get a lot of games that are deluxe or anything, because they generally tend to be out of my price range. But here we go. So this is, trying to get this squared up without knocking the camera over. As I said, you get everything with me. So this is the rule book. So certainly colourful. Try and keep this at an angle so that there's not too much glare. So what was that? That was the components. So they're all the components, which look nice. Then there is the general components. Then there's setup. Some general concepts. Villager actions. End of game scoring. So there we go. Pardon me. And a building glossary at the end. So, looking good so far. Then we have the buildings. How to put them together, which is always good to have. And at least it's fairly for setting up the box. So building your box insert, I think, is really helpful. And then we have solo rules. Yeehaw, I can play by myself. Well, I always play by myself. So solo's looking good. We have a white Hessian, feels like a Hessian bag, yep. Quality's good. Not too sure. Hang on, let's have a look. Well, I can see the colour of my... Alright, so maybe white may not have been the best colour for a bag, but we'll see how it goes as time goes on. Then we have pieces. Now these... are... yeah, they're at least got, so I guess they're not painted stickers, if we'd like to call it that, yeah. So that is good. So they look like little people. Again, I've not played this game. My good friend Joe got these in as part of a Kickstarter bundle, and I was able to acquire one of these, acquire a copy of this game. So we've got bridges, standard meeples, little empty plastic bag. Actually, there's a couple by the looks. So I'll of course have to work out how all this works. But it does look good. There you go, that looks like, what are these? These look like donkeys? Yeah, it must be donkeys. So that's looking good. Some like flags. Then we've got, presume the big hammer must be first player marker, and then there's these what these are I'm not too sure, but we'll find out in due course. Oh, nice weighty coins, and of different denominations, so they do indeed look rather nice. They go nice. There's, looks like 1s and 5s to me are the denominations. So yeah, I must admit, there is nothing nicer than playing with metal coins, I confess. So that is, they're the coins, looking good. Then we have, they look like stickers. Yeah, they're stickers for some part of the building process. So the cardboard is, well, that's certainly nice and thick. So that must be the Hamlet, or the starting position. I'm not too sure what it is, but again, nice and thick. These are slightly thinner, for these are the buildings. So, and they fall apart rather nicely, so, but that's okay. Then we have, yes, still trying to get a decent setup for recording, but I'll get there one day, I guess. And things are already falling out. So to start with, I do like in the bottom here of the box it shows where the particular pieces are deposited, because in here you have, so get this out of the way, these are, I must admit the card comes out right and fairly easy. So then these will make the bottom part of that. So a cardboard insert, is that what they're called? So it's on fairly thick card, which is good. Then we have the rest of the playing pieces, and again these are on fairly thick card, which is, I must admit, always a positive. So that's looking, yeah, very, very nice. I like the artwork. This looks like the gaming board, or the main gaming board for perhaps victory points. Again, not too sure. So that is Hamlet. Do let me know if you've played it. I think it's only just come out, so it's good. So what I'm going to do is, as a bit of an end, and to look at how well the move that along a bit. See how well this all goes together. So what do we got here? So we're looking at A, which needs parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's one. So let's push these out. Just wondering what's happened to my dogs, and people just walked by with their dogs and he did not react at all. You're getting slow in your old age, Pip. Yes, the producer's probably thinking I'm a tad bit mad. Oh, who isn't mad these days? So alright, so according to this, these are the 1 and a 2. So they're saying what, piece 1, piece 2. Then I'm looking for pieces 3 and 4. So where's 3 and 4 here? So these are pieces 3 and 4. I'll just use the so if we have a look at this, 3 and 4, both identical, so they don't need. So How well does this all go together is the next thing. I can never have any fun trying to put things so it does, so I can get it working. There we go. So these must be the parts that go, so that'll go into that section. So I need to find 3 and 4, and then what's the other parts? 5 and 6. Which are these other ones? 5 and 6 are here. So these are looking good. These are the ones that go here, and quiet little man. So looking at this, they're saying part 5 goes here. Alright, so we'll put 5 here. So pop that down. So that's okay, that's looking good. Now this other part, so they're now saying that which goes, okay, so this is part 6, which must go here. Come on, cheekies, in you go. Alright, so that's how they're telling me to do this. Alright, then that's that part, so that's strange. I wonder why that's, alright, so there must be some madness to their construction here. Alright, so you can see where it says here that is a gap, so that's fine. Now the next thing I'm looking for is 8. What piece is number 8? Okay, so here's number 8. So we'll just pop out so that's good. 8. What other pieces? 7. Where's number 7? Alright, where's number 7 hiding? Might help if I don't look at things upside down. But, yes, it's a nice day today. The last couple of days we've had quite cool temperatures in the morning with a bit of wind. So that's been some dealing with that. So that's that piece. then, so these, okay, so that's the jigsaw puzzle style where you've got that slots into that part there. That's looking good. So I've done that. Now I need piece number 9. Yes, I will find this actually is looking like it's a fairly simple. Perhaps I'm taking longer, but does that really matter? You can always skip this if you don't like my little bit of diatribe here. But I just thought, oh, for once I'll show the thing being put together, and because I could have just shown the final product, but sometimes it does help to see how somebody else has put one of these thingies together. So that goes there, and piece number 9 goes in here. So, as usual, just a little bit of dodging around. Alright, so there we have that. So that fits as a jigsaw to hold that. So that goes in there. So I've got these here. Then we go on to step C. Have I put this round the wrong way? No, built it accordingly. I'm just seeing how this oh no, I'm doing it right. Yes. Then the last piece is the piece C, or section C. Yeah, so I've got games day today with my regular group. They've been out of commission for a while with all sorts of things happening. My friend Pat went for a holiday to New Zealand, and sadly came back with COVID. So he's finally as hale as hearty as he can be from having caught it. So we'll be playing a game called June Imperium with the Ajax expansion. So that will be a good day. I've looking forward to that. And tomorrow is one of the large clubs in Brisbane called the League of Extraordinary Gamers. So I will be spending my day tomorrow playing board games with my friends, meeting new people. That is a good way to spend my day. I think I'm quite pleased with that. So let's have a look at how this goes together. So this is the end piece. Then I need piece number 15. Where's piece number 15? Okay, that's this one. And now this is intriguing. As I wonder where that. Oh, okay. So that must. Oh my! No, that's something. Don't worry about me. I'm trying to work this out, which I'm quite sure everybody else will be doing in due time. So what I might do is I'll start with this, and accordingly that must go into this section. Yep. So that goes there because there's another there's another jigsaw piece that sits down here, so that must be where that goes. Then I'm looking for 12. 12 comes down, and 13. Yep, there's 13 and 14. So that's that. Then I need to get piece 15, which is goes in here this way. So that is that. So the final thing to do is to pop this in here. So there's a plug which goes there, and then this will line up with another piece. Let's just push things, because that will go down there. That will go into here if I can get it to pop in properly. Yes, it is indeed a jigsaw. I like the. I must admit, this is very well thought out. I'm really pleased that the designer has done this. So that there we go. That fits in there. So. I've got the jigsaw slots. So as you can now see, this is actually quite firmly in place now. So assuming I've probably, yes, I think I've probably got to pick these up and rotate it all around, because I'm trying to work out where. So the box, it's stating, needs to go. Just trying to see how this. There we go. That's. I think I've got it right now. There, yes, there we go. There for the. So I've actually assembled that correctly now, and the jigsaw pieces are good. Fits in nicely, and you will see that the construction has worked out so that everything lines up, so you know what pieces go where. So that's, there you go, good everybody. I'll try and show a picture of this all finished in the end. But this is Hamlet, the village, dropping everything now, the village building game. So till next time, signing off, the Honourable John. Okay, let's have a look at how good the, I'll just pop this, I think, out of the way just for the moment. Oh, hello, my little man's come charging back in. Hello, Pip. What's up, Mr. Producer? So they are the buildings, and you'll see just how easy these are to assemble. Oh, come on, no barking. Be a good boy. So we have A, which is the nave. That's the first piece that they're showing us. So it does say to apply adhesive. Apply adhesive to A. Oh, okay, that's this section down here. But I'll just do I always like to do a dry run first before I start trying to put things together, and it does indeed seem to be, so that must go there now. Does the, so they're showing us now the underneath, so they're saying do that with that, and then, alright, that's looking nicely thought out. So that would be then the first building. So it says to place adhesive. So let's see how badly I can screw up my first attempt. Let's find myself a bit of wood glue. Because the wood glue at least will dry without too much of an issue. So stick them there. Roofs coming down. So this now has got to go here. We have these pieces here, and once I can get this all lined up, so that's the nave, which is looking good, and thankfully I've got some fairly decent cellophane here that will hold this all down until the job is a proper job. So now I guess you could use super glue or whatever other medium you're probably happy using. So a little tricky, but I would think that if you, so once again the building itself is square, and it moves in there. So at this stage I'm calling that done. Yeah. So we'll see how long that takes to properly set. Might need a little bit of the, yeah, I think I'm going to have to. Alright, so I'm going to allow that to dry and then see how well that takes at the end. So that's this is I guess not reusable but fairly safe sellotape to use, and I'll see how that goes. So that's the first village done. I won't bore you with the rest of them. I might show them at the end after they have all had a chance to dry and see how they go. So that's the nave. So yep, these assembly for the Hamlet and that are looking fairly good. Alright, so I do apologise for the light. It's going to make this fairly glary, but and this is where we've got here at the bottom, which I've just spotted, which I now understand what this is for. Apparently this is for the adhesive for under the buildings. So churches A. So that will, once that's set, will go on there, apparently to hold it all together, which is, I'm quite impressed with that. They've done quite a bit of thinking here. So that's quite good. They put some work into thinking about this. Anyway, that's the nave. These are the stickers I'm going to put on after this has all sealed. Now the next one then is building B, which is, and this one here is the apse. So let's have a look at the apse. So that's okay, that will go there. Wonder why there is a gap. That's intriguing. Alright, not to worry. So we put this. Oh, I now see why. There's a. That goes there, that pops down there, this goes under. Okay, so this is. So I will try at this stage what they've said here to use the stickers, because at worst comes to worst I can always just glue all this together. So that's what they're saying needs to happen. So that is that. Then I just need to apply adhesive B. Where's B? Okay, church B. That's this one. So I'll just pop that there while I try to pull this off. Okay, this is indeed proving to be rather problematic. This will. Oh, okay. Now this is actually quite sticky, so a fair bit of warning trying to put your buildings together. This will require a bit of finesse, something that I've been told I don't always have. They're suggesting that, and then I think quite honestly if you don't have this properly sorted you're going to have a few issues with it. So there we go, that then is building B with its sticker at the bottom. Okay, so this actually is probably a better, yes, don't listen or look at John's first instruction. This here is how it's supposed to be done. So at this stage I think I'll pull this off. So once again the sticky tape won't hurt the building. Now the issue here though is that the building that I just completed, which was the apse, had a large flat piece for which to right, so there's no damage or anything there. Now I need to get that sticker on the bottom without causing too much issue. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to place the sticker there and then roll it over those sections. So that's going to be a little bit of fun. And as you can see, having trouble. This, I can't say that I really like this. I don't know what. It's proving to be really, really hard to get this sticker off without doing, I guess, severe problems. Okay, finally I've got that. So this should now peel for the rest. Alright. Again, I must say that these, the adhesive on here is really, really strong. So I would suggest that this almost needs a third hand here. But let's see if I can. So my first intent, not sure how well. Just making sure this building's all right. So there we go. All right, so I applied some adhesive to this one, and I've now used the actual sticker they provide. So look, that's looking okay. So the nave, the apse. Let's have a look at the aisles. Where's the aisles? That's this one here. Bell tower, C and D. So there's 2 aisles here. I must admit, it is nice that they do number or letter, I should say, the buildings, which does make it a lot easier to try and put these together. So we'll work on C. Let's have a look where everything turns. So that goes down there. We've got that good. That's here. Goes here. Okay, so this is certainly a different. Yep. So that'll go in there, that'll go there. This piece pops over the top, and then we stick our adhesive over the top of this. So let's see how well I can do this without stuffing it up. So what am I looking for? C. Alright, now that I've got a bit of purchase, this is not too bad. Of course, the proof is always in the pudding of getting this to line. So I'm thinking if I stick this here, try and line up the rest of the building down here, I shall have some success, I hope. Alright, that's not... Alright, that's okay. Oh, the producer's off having a bit of a bark. Not sure what he's having a bark about. So that is that. Yes, I must admit this is interesting. I'm not really sure if I'm a big fan of cardboard buildings. So that's again similar to the other one. So that comes down, goes there, and goes there. So that's all looking fairly good. I just need to peel this piece, and then okay, so that goes there, that goes in here, if I can get it to go in here properly. Now oh dear, I must admit the adhesive on these stickers is absolutely insane. It is strong. Alright, so here's my first bit of a wobble, but that's not looking too bad. So I'm assuming these must be the aisles that go off the... Oh, look at this. This is looking good. Going together, my little church. then it's the... Alright, so that's what they're saying here, is that looking... Oh, I've just spotted the rest of it. So the church, looking good. Now the fun part's going to be these are the bell towers, and I'm just a little concerned as to how well this will, because the cardboard is, oh, it's not really thin, but it's something that you could quite easily put a bend in without thinking too much about it. So that's that bell tower. This is E. Alright, so that is that. So let's have a look at E before we do F. So that goes this way, okay. So they're looking okay. So this needs a small bend in it. So we'll put the bends. Yeah, need a bit of which is there. Then I need to look at which pieces are coming down. So E comes down there. That must go in there. And then the two of these come across. Oh, you might have a problem here somewhere. Okay, so they go in there, that goes there, and now I've got to, oh, okay, you can see the small issue with the the towers. Almost tempted to go see if there's a 3D print of a church of this sort of dimension and style. Look, there we go. That's, of course, the issue then is trying to get this to play ball. I'm trying to get this super sticky adhesive to... Alright, so if I stick this here, so that's that proper. Now the next thing is, it goes in under there, that goes there. These pieces are just proving to be a little bit uncooperative, because as you can see I'm not quite getting the full fit that I'm normally very grumpy and wanting. So alright, so that's the bell tower. That's okay for the inside. That's interesting. If there's stairs, oh, okay. So this, okay. So that's the tower for there. So they are in specific, meant to go into specific spaces. And alright, let's see how we go here this time. So that comes down. I must admit, this is therapeutic actually. It's quite fun to do a little bit of modelling while putting your building together. And as you can see, that all squares up. Once I can pull the right piece into the right place. There we go. So again, it's coming down to needing that third hand. So maybe if you had somebody to help you assemble, so in other words, if you could, put these pieces down, or, lay them down and then have a friend quickly slot the adhesive over the top, would certainly make this an easier task. But as I said, look, this adhesive is so... It's obviously meant to stay, people, so it's not going to go anywhere. So what I might do is I'll put this on here to start with, and then try and line all the other pieces up. And again, these little tricky flaps. All right. I don't know how wonderful this is, but look, there is that. So let's have a look. So our building, by the looks of it, has looking at this, there's there, other one on the other side, and then we had the towers. So that one there must go there. So there you go. That's my attempt at the church. That's what it looks like. Looks far better than mine, doesn't it? But there you go, everybody. That is the assembly of the 3D church.